Mackler speaking to us from Jerusalem. After the elections in India, the EU elections are the second biggest exercise in democracy in the whole world. Close to 400 million people in 27 member states have the chance to elect 720 MEPs. Well, it's a process that spans 4 days. This weekend, people in most EU nations, including France, will cast their ballots. But today, the voting process kicked off with people across the Netherlands heading to the polls. Well, let's speak now to France 24's Fernande van Tets, who joins us from Utrecht. Great to speak to you, Fernande. Polls closed, at 9 p.m. local time. How did the voting process go?
So the current estimates suggest that the Labour Green Left list came out on top with 8 out of the 31 seats that the Netherlands has to send to the European Parliament, being filled by them. Geert Wilders of the Party for Freedom, who of course had this monster win back in November in national elections and was projected to do very well here, has done well, but not as well as he had hoped. He is coming in with 7 seats, it is projected by this exit poll. And so this was very much a campaign that was pitted as being between these two parties, a very pro-European vision and a vision that said that Europe needs to tone it down, needs to level down its efforts. I mean, Geert Wilders was someone who was always against the European Union. He was always in favour of an exit. He's changed that stance, maybe also with an eye of joining the coalition here. But it seems that that message has not worked out as well as he wants. I was on the campaign trail with him yesterday. Voters seemed unconvinced by that. They still do not like the European Union. And it seems that they did not turn out for him in the numbers that he had hoped. Also, the person leading his list for the European elections did very little campaigning, only twice was he in the media. People didn't really know him. But really a very strong signal here that many of the people in the Netherlands voted pro-European rather than turning their backs on Europe here today.
OK, it sounds like there's quite a lot going on around you there, Fernande. Just tell us where you are and what's being said.
So I'm at the Labour-Left Alliance, where now the person leading that alliance is entering the stage behind me. Frans Timmermans, he led this party to a huge victory back in 2019, and now they're coming out on top again. It's the first time that they're joining their list together in Europe. And actually, as soon as they get to Brussels, their paths will diverge because the Green Left Party is part of the Greens. Bas Eickhout, their leader, is actually a leading candidate for the Greens Europe-wide. And the Labour Party is part of the Socialists. So once they get to Europe, their paths will diverge, but together they have won this win here today. And of course, Geert Wilders, he will be looking at the Identity and Democracy group, which of course Marine Le Pen is also a part of. He will be taking his seats there. But I think a strong message from the Netherlands, if you look at what is projected to be the outcome here, that most people wanted to show that they're in fact favouring Europe rather than turning their backs on it.
OK, well, enjoy the rest of the evening in what looks like quite a fun environment. Fernande van Tets in Utrecht, thank you very much indeed for bringing us all the latest there. Well, do stay tuned to France 24 up next.